That is why people come out here late in the fall. It can be cold, there can be snow on the boat, there can be some gnarly conditions, a lot gnarlier than it is out here tonight where I'm in a sweatshirt, but right here, this is the reason. You know, it's late in the year, and if there's maybe one surefire pattern that I know of for catching big walleyes in the fall, it's pulling stick baits after dark, or at least close to dark, especially during a full moon. You can see there's a little bit of overcast in the sky, and so sometimes, you know, if there's not a full moon or clear skies, you know, you're better off in that twilight period, but low light conditions, pulling stick baits over shallow gravel is about as good as it gets. We'll get us out a little touch deeper here. We'll keep on trolling on this pass. Typically the spots you're looking for are big spots, you know, big enough to troll, or if you can imagine you've got a quarter of a mile of just maybe a sand flat that comes off the shoreline where you got a little bit of rubble or rock or gravel along that contour edge, and anywhere from say 4 to 12 feet of water, that seems to be the ticket. Those are the types of locations where you're gonna find these fish, low light or after dark. You know, and the thing about fishing late in the day after dark, keep it simple. You know, I'm just using one rod. I'm just making a good cast, and basically I want that lure to be running pretty high up in the water column. If I'm pulling in 8-9 feet of water, I only need that lure to run down 5 feet. That bait's silhouetted against the surface and those fish can see it. And I'm typically trolling anywhere from 1.5 miles to 2 miles an hour. But if there's one mistake you can make, it's probably fishing too close to the bottom. There's a fish. Oh, that fish just nailed it. That was cool. I love that. And typically I'm always pumping the rod. Just those fish just seem to love when you stop and pause. Oh, look at here, look at that. That's a big walleye. Look at that fish coming in. Here she comes. Wow, that is a tank of a walleye. Look at her. Oh, wow, look at this fish. Wow. Look at that, you can't even see. We're using that rattling, suspending sting. You can't even see that bait. Oh boy. Look at this fish, look at that. That is a walleye. What a great way to start out the night. Just a tank of a fish. You know, in the fall, these fish get so fat, you know, they start carrying a little bit of egg mass and they're eating, and they are just barrels. There. That is a gorgeous walleye right there. Oh, swam away just like a ghost. Wow. Unbelievable. And it seems like, you know, every full moon cycle, it just keeps getting better and better. And, you know, typically a lot of these fall shallow trolling patterns, you know, they'll start in September, and it just seems like every full moon cycle, you know, if you can bear to be out here, it just keeps getting better and better. You know, this isn't rocket science. When you're fishing 8 feet of water, you know, you don't need a line counter. All you have to do is be about halfway down. You know, I like to use rattling baits in the fall. The suspending sting that we're using here, it's got a pretty loud rattle in it. The other thing I like is that I like to use the biggest hooks that I can, especially with big fish. You know, some of these baits, you know, you'll have 3 smaller treble hooks lining the belly of the stick bait. I like baits in particular where you can have 2 larger hooks, and it just seems like that wider gap in that hook is really important when you're targeting big fish. That fish hit it. I'm just going to put the boat in neutral here and take my time. Wow. Fish does not even want to budge. Whoa. Come on. They are so strong. Look at that. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Oh, there we go. Beauty. Beauty. That fish hit it, just took drag. I mean, I love how hard these fish will hit sometimes. So that fish T-boned it. Gorgeous. We'll get her in the water here. You know, when it comes to this low light trolling, you can't go wrong with a bait that just has just a lighter, whiter belly with a black back. You know, either silver and black or white and black. That's just a shad color there, but just after dark, seems like that's the ticket. Oh! Wow, 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 wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, if this is a walleye. Wow. That first fish we caught tonight was probably about an 8-pound fish. This fish is bigger. Oh, come on. You can hardly even budge it. That fish doesn't even know it's hooked. Oh, there she goes. I'm hung up with a bunch of weeds. This fish just feels heavy. Oh wow, look at here, big pike. That's a big pike. Oh my. She's not tired yet. Wow, fish is strong. Come on. Look at that gator. Oh my. I better try to net it. Oh, that fish is too big for the net. I'm gonna have to try to grab it by hand. I wasn't expecting that. Oh boy. I got her, I got her, I got her. Wow. That is a gorgeous pike. I'm just gonna put her back in the water here and unhook it. I got my forceps right here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at that. Oh, that is a nice pike right there. Whew. Oh man. Man. Oh wow. Hurley, hold her up here. I'm gonna get her in the water. Wow. Wow. I got a bath. Oh man, when a fish that size starts to roll, you just hope that you're close to the water where it can go. They are hard to control. Man, that was cool. That was a surprise. Holy cow. You know, and typically, you know, we're fishing in shallow water, shallow being maybe 8-9 feet. But the key is that you want, you know, deeper water, anywhere from 20 to 40 feet, you know, to stair step out from you. And you know, this pattern is predominant in so many different bodies of water. I mean, I can think of Leech Lake, Mille Lacs, lakes down in northeastern South Dakota, lakes in Iowa. So like wherever you have clear water, good water visibility, and walleyes, in locations where there's a little bit of rock, this lights up in the fall. Oh, we just had one bump it. Oh, that was a showstopper. Wow, it's amazing. You know, sometimes it's, you know, that water temperature is dropping down, but you'd never know it the way these fish hit it. Feels like a nice walleye. Here she comes. Oh yeah, look at there. Gorgeous walleye. Here. See if I can slide her into the net. Here she comes, here she comes. There, there. Wow. Another big walleye. Look at this. Wow. Get the hooks out of her. Without hooking myself. Wow. That is why people come out here late in the fall. It can be cold, there can be snow on the boat, there can be some gnarly conditions, a lot gnarlier than it is out here tonight where I'm in a sweatshirt, but right here, this is the reason. You know, and you can use a bait casting reel, a spinning reel, a line counter reel. I don't really feel like a line counter is that necessary in this type of fishing. I like to use a spinning reel just so I can get it out there quick. I'm in the water fishing quicker. It isn't rocket science as far as how much line to let out behind the boat. I like to use braided line. I just love the sensitivity. A lot of times you can almost feel that fish come up and push it, and you can twitch it. I'm just using a fluorocarbon leader. I don't think the fluorocarbon is really necessary as far as the fish seeing, especially after dark, but it does make your line a little bit more pike proof, and so I have just a short stretch of 25-pound fluorocarbon just in case I accidentally catch a muskie or a pike. But pretty simple fishing. Oh, that fish slacklined me. I don't think she knows she's hooked yet. Get the boat neutral here. Oh yeah, nice walleye. Look at that. Oh, oh wow. Oh, she knows she's alive now. Beauty. You know, in a lot of cases, you can even catch these fish from shore in some situations. Besides that hard bottom, that gravel rock and shallow water, you know, another really good fall location is any type of current. And so sometimes you might have a causeway, some type of a bottleneck, some type of a funnel where there's water moving back and forth. And you know, that's another prime fall location for either trolling, or in some cases you can just do this right from shore. Same base, you're just making a long cast and just stopping it, pausing it, and it's fun fishing.